tax freight train is bearing down on your retirement. To protect yourself, you'll have to harness the power of zero.
Hey folks, Dave McKnight here. Welcome to the Power of Zero show. Glad that you're with us. We are, I think, on episode 102 straight episodes where we have not missed a week, and we're grateful that you have been with us every week along the way for the ride. As I'm the best-selling author of The Power of Zero, Look Before You LERP, The Volatility Shield, and coming out November 17th, Tax-Free Income for Life. You can pre-order that on Amazon. If you do, I ask you to do it in hardback. That helps us reach all of our best-selling numbers with Wall Street Journal, New York Times, so on and so forth. By the way, you'll notice that on Amazon, it costs $20. That is going to come down as we get closer to launch date. It's going to go down to probably closer to $13.50 or so. And Amazon's got a great deal where if you buy the book and they lower the price before it launches, they will refund to your credit card the difference. So there's no reason to delay. If you feel like you want to get the book, you should go ahead and do it now. Pre-order. And by the way, if you can input your Amazon receipt or receipt from really anywhere you buy the book, you go to davidmcknight.com and click on the button that says redeem my free chapter. You can input your receipt and you can download chapter 1 for free. And that will wet your whistle for what's to come. If you are looking for a Power of Zero advisor to help you navigate all the pitfalls that stand between you and the 0% tax bracket, head over to davidmcknight.com and click on strategy session. We'll get you hooked up with an advisor in your neck of the woods. If you are an advisor who is looking to become a Power of Zero advisor, and by the way, if so, then this episode today will be of particular interest to you, then go over to powerofzero.com and you can opt in to speak with us. Today, I want to talk about something called the Elite POZ Advisor Group. And what you'll notice is that in every one of my books, I talk about how important it is to work with someone who is experienced, who has been down this road before, who has navigated all those pitfalls, who understands where the roadblocks. Remember, with the Power of Zero paradigm, you violate a threshold on the one hand, and you're going to pay an extra tax on the other. There are dozens of pitfalls that stand between you and the 0% tax bracket. So it's absolutely imperative that you have someone who is trained, experienced, vetted, qualified that can lead you down this road. I could tell you a dozen different stories where someone emailed me or called me and said, "Hey, Dave, someone handed me the book, The Power of Zero. And when I asked them what provisional income was, they couldn't answer the question." Or when I asked to get a schedule on how to convert my IRA to a Roth, all they did was try to sell me life insurance. Folks, this is what happens when you try to work with someone who hasn't been trained and vetted and qualified and has really internalized all of the concepts in the Power of Zero, Look Before You LERP, and then ultimately what's in my new book, Tax-Free Income for Life, which helps you mitigate not only tax rate risk, but longevity risk, the risk that you're going to outlive your money, that you can mitigate both of those risks within the very same financial plan. Very few advisors can do that. And guess what? I have formed a group of elite top shelf advisors called the Elite POZ Advisor Group. And the Elite POZ Advisor Group consists of the following. These are advisors who have been trained personally by me, by the way, trained, vetted, and qualified. Okay. These are people that absolutely know their stuff. They know how to shepherd you through the entire Power of Zero process. Take a listen to what the qualifications are to become part of this group. First of all, you got to be a veteran of the industry. You got to have been around for a while. You got to have demonstrated that you have the ability to answer clients' questions, to be productive in our industry, and to lead clients through the process. So you can't have just, fallen off the turnip truck, as it were. The second thing is every member of our Elite POZ Advisor Group has passed a comprehensive written exam. And that comprehensive written exam is based on the concepts in The Power of Zero, Look Before You LERP, and Tax-Free Income for Life. I will tell you, this is not an easy exam. I can't tell you how many advisors we've had to either turn away or who had to take the test multiple times because of how difficult the exam is. You have to have an absolutely thorough and comprehensive understanding of the entire Power of Zero process, the whole worldview, as you were, what I like to call the grand unified theory of retirement planning, which is encapsulated in those 3 books. So not only do you have to pass an exam, but these advisors also have to sit through a comprehensive 10-part training course where we go through case studies. We go through every facet of the Power of Zero paradigm. We throw all sorts of curveballs out there. So by the time they go through that course, they have really seen dozens of case studies. We've thrown them every aspect of the Power of Zero paradigm at them, and they've had to respond and give me their feedback as to what they might do in a specific scenario. So you've got the written exam, you've got the 10-part training course. They obviously have to pass a background check. So these people have been vetted, and they receive ongoing training from me every year so that they can stay updated on all of the tax law changes, all of the updates in the approach. And they are essentially plugged into me, into my paradigm, and they have access to me all the time. So I have to tell you, when it comes to getting to the 0% tax bracket, tax-free retirement planning, not all advisors are created equal. You want to have someone who has been trained by me, qualified by me, and vetted by me. Like I said, the act of handing you a copy of the Power of Zero should not be the litmus test of whether an advisor is prepared and qualified to lead you to the promised land, as it were, to lead you to the 0% tax bracket. Like I said, there are so many things that can go wrong along the way. And that's why I created this group. I wanted there to be this gold standard of financial advisors, where if you are meeting with a member of that group, you are getting someone that is absolutely vetted and qualified, trained personally by me, works exclusively with my office, and is prepared to shepherd you through the process of getting to the 0% tax bracket. So if you are looking to learn more about what comprises this Elite POZ Advisor Group, I want you to just head over to the website. The website is elite-poz.davidmcknight.com. That's elite-poz.davidmcknight.com. And you will see exactly what these advisors have been through to be able to be a part of this elite group. And ultimately, like it says at the bottom of the site, when it comes to eliminating tax rate risk and longevity risk from your retirement picture, you can't afford to compromise. Engage a member of the Elite POZ Advisor Group today. If you are an advisor who wants to learn how to become a part of this gold standard group when it comes to tax-free retirement planning, you can head over to powerofzero.com, powerofzero.com. You can opt into the little field there, and it will let you know if you qualify. If you do qualify, then you can, of course, set up a time to meet with us. And ultimately, if you can check all the boxes and meet all the litmus tests, then you can be a part of the Elite POZ Advisor Group. And so this is something, folks, that has been a long time in coming. It's been a long time in development. We have just had too many experiences where advisors held them out as a POZ advisor, but there's someone that I've never even met. There's someone who is out there preaching the Power of Zero paradigm, but ultimately they just want to sell you a life insurance policy. That is not what this paradigm is about. This paradigm is about having multiple streams of tax-free income, none of which show up on the IRS's radar, all of which contribute to you being in the 0% tax bracket. There is no cookie cutter approach. Everyone's situation is absolutely different. Everyone's situation calls for a different combination of tax-free tools to help get you to the 0% tax bracket. And what I found is that in this paradigm, an advisor's most basic impulses are absolutely 180 degrees wrong when it comes to doing the right thing in the Power of Zero paradigm. A lot of the things that you think that are your natural impulses may not ultimately lead the client to the 0% tax bracket. And that's why it's absolutely essential that there be trained, qualified, vetted advisors who have trained with me personally and are going to do right by their clients. And again, that's elite-poz.davidmcknight.com if you want to learn more about this group. If you would like to be connected with a member of this elite group, just head to davidmcknight.com, and click on the strategy session button, and we'll be happy to connect you with an advisor who meets all of these qualifications and is part of this elite group. All right, that's the show for today. Not too long. I just wanted to introduce you to something that I'm very excited about, which is this elite group of advisors who is prepared to help 78 million baby boomers avoid the tax freight train that's bearing down on them by transitioning their assets to the 0% tax bracket in a way that will maximize their after-tax income and retirement. Remember, you do this the wrong way, and like I said, there's all sorts of pitfalls that stand between you and the 0% tax bracket. Thanks, folks, for being part of the podcast today. Once again, if you would like to follow me on Twitter, it's at McKnight & Co. at McKnight & Co. If you are an advisor and have not yet watched our documentary yet, hasten yourself over to thetaxtrain.com. You can actually watch that movie for free. And again, if you are looking for a vetted and trained and qualified Power of Zero advisor to help you navigate the pitfalls that stand between you and the 0% tax bracket, it's davidmcknight.com. Thanks, everybody. We will look forward to chatting with you same time next week.